In the endlessly expressive world of cats, the tail is far more than a decorative extension of their spine. It is a living, dynamic language constantly in motion, whispering secrets about your cat's inner world in ways you may not even notice until you learn to look. While dogs often wag their tails with obvious meaning, joy, alertness, excitement, cats are masters of subtlety, and their tails speak in riddles, flicks, curves, and sudden lashes. Every twitch is part of an emotional sentence, every slow sway or upright curl a paragraph in a silent monologue. Cats do not broadcast their feelings loudly, but rather reveal them to those patient and observant enough to decode the cues. The tail is one of the most honest parts of a cat, impossible to fake, always revealing some truth, whether it's pleasure, tension, affection, caution, confidence, or fear, and once you start watching it closely, your entire understanding of your feline companion begins to shift. Imagine your cat sitting in a patch of sun, seemingly still, a marble statue in fur, until you notice the tiniest movement, the tip of the tail twitching back and forth, like a metronome keeping time with thoughts invisible to you. That's the first step into tail language, realizing it never really rests, not fully. That gentle twitch means your cat is aware, thinking, sensing something you probably can't. Maybe it's a sound too high for you to hear or a scent too faint for you to detect. But for the cat, it's a moment of mild stimulation, curiosity, readiness. Then that movement might intensify into a firmer flick, a single swish of the tail or a quick vibration of the tip. This is the moment where interest can pivot toward mild irritation. Maybe you've been petting too long or touched a spot they'd rather you hadn't, or maybe there's nothing you've done, but their mood has shifted, as cat moods often do, on whims as soft and sudden as a breeze. If you continue to push, the tail tells you so, turning to a whipping motion, the whole tail sweeping through the air like a scythe. This is no longer suggestion but warning. A whipping tail means overstimulation, annoyance, or confrontation. It's often seen when a cat is lying down and being petted, ears slightly back, eyes narrowing, a cocktail of conflicting emotions. Keep going, and a swat might follow. Respect the tail, though, and you're speaking their language. Then there's the tail that puffs up in an instant, doubling in size like a feather duster in a thunderstorm. This isn't anger, it's fear, the most primal kind. A puffed tail is the cat's ancient survival strategy coming to life, a way to appear larger to whatever danger they perceive, be it another cat, a dog, a loud sound, or a terrifying cucumber. It's an instinctive shield, saying I'm scared. But I'll fight if I must. It can be paired with an arched back, sidestepping, or raised fur all over the body, a theatrical display, but rooted in real emotion. Contrast that with the upright tail that curves gently at the top like a question mark. This is one of the friendliest and most inviting tail positions your cat can offer, signaling openness, confidence, and a playful curiosity. It's often how cats greet you when you come home or call them by name, a tail as a smile, as if to say I'm happy to see you, what's next? Even more intimate is the upright tail with a delicate quiver at the tip, like a vibration of joy. That's the ultimate feline greeting, sometimes a mark of affection. Sometimes a form of scent marking when paired with a surface, but when directed at you without spraying, it's love in motion. A cat that trots up with a quivering tail is essentially saying you are my person. At the opposite end of this emotional spectrum is the low tail, tucked tightly against the body or between the legs, the posture of uncertainty, anxiety, or submission. You might see it in stressful environments, at the vet, during travel, or in the presence of unknown people or animals. It's a posture of defense and vulnerability, and it says clearly I don't feel safe, I need space or comfort. And sometimes, when your cat appears perfectly calm, sitting with eyes half closed, paws tucked neatly beneath them, tail curled softly around the body or twitching just at the tip, this, too, is a message, a form of contemplation, a quiet debate in their head about whether to rise, play, sleep, or simply observe. The tail is the only clue you'll get that thought is occurring beneath the stillness. But no tail movement lives in isolation. To truly understand it, you have to consider the whole picture: the ears, the eyes, the body tension, the context. A tail flick during play has a very different meaning than one during a tense encounter. And cats, being unique individuals, each have their own dialect. Some are exuberant tail talkers, constantly swishing, curling, and waving. Others are minimalists, letting a single twitch speak volumes. You'll learn their language over time, the unique signals, the personal gestures, the way one cat wraps their tail around your arm like a bracelet of affection while another offers only a flick when they've had enough. The beauty of tail language is that it deepens the bond between you and your cat without needing words. You begin to notice the signs before they escalate. You anticipate moods. You respect boundaries. You celebrate moments of joy and recognize signals of stress. And in doing so, you become not just an owner, but a fluent companion in the cat's world. Over time, the tail ceases to be just a tail. It becomes a conversation, a connection, a bridge between two species who cannot speak the same language but can feel the same emotions. So the next time you see your cat's tail twitch, flick, curl, or rise like a question, don't dismiss it as random. Watch it, learn from it, respond to it. Because in that movement is a story, a mood, a message. Your cat is talking. And if you're really listening, you'll realize they always have been.